This is the mock speaking test for the International English Language Testing System conducted on November 8th, year 2024. The candidate is Shahab Ahmadi, and the examiner is Amin Muhammad Etasam. Good morning, my name is Amin Muhammad Etasam. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning to you as well. Good to be here. My name is Shahab Ahmadi, and I'm 32 from Iran.
All right, now in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about where you live. Where are you living at the moment?
I live in Naishapur, a city to the northeast of Iran, and I live with a roommate in a house with 2 floors. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And do you think it will move anytime soon?
Not that I think, but I do hope that I can immigrate soon. Yeah. I'm hoping to move to either Europe or North America.
All right. Okay, now let's talk about hobbies and interests. Do you have any hobbies?
I do, yes. In my free time, I like to spend time with friends playing video games or board games like Monopoly. I also enjoy watching movies and TV shows, mostly TV series, but I also enjoy a good talk show. And other than that, I guess my other hobbies are pretty normal, like maybe taking a walk on the street with some friends, or hanging out with no predetermined or prearranged plan.
And have your hobbies changed since you were younger?
Definitely, yeah. My hobbies used to be more physical, much more physical. I used to play tennis or play volleyball with friends, but ever since I became 30 years old, I kind of stopped. Especially, well, one factor that had an influence on that was the COVID-19 pandemic. Ever since then, I've been much less physical.
And do you prefer spending your free time alone or with your friends?
There's really no preference. It depends on my mood, really. If I feel like hanging out with a couple of people, I do. But if I feel more introverted than usual, I like to hang out by myself, maybe watch a movie alone, or watch a favorite TV show alone.
All right, okay. Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can also make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yep, all good.
All right, so here is your topic. It's on the chat box.
Yeah, I can see it now.
I would like you to describe a friend you made during your studies or at work. All right, remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
All right, great, yeah. One of my closest friends is Said, and he's an English teacher like me. He's originally from Bushehr, a city to the south of Iran, and we met back in college, like about 14 or 15 years ago. Um, I guess it was 2 or 3 months into the freshman year where we became really close and we became roommates as well as classmates. And at that time, we were studying English literature and language at Shiraz University together. Um, I don't actually remember how exactly it was that we met, but I guess we both had we both liked each other's sense of humor, and that was a big part of our friendship then, and it is still a big part of our friendship now. We do get each other, and we do understand each other. There's no judgment between us, and that's been a big part of our friendship and a big reason as to why we are still friends. And Said has been a big part of who I am and why I am how I am. We grew up together at that time. We made mistakes together. We made each other laugh. We made each other cry. But the friendship was always there, and that's why it's been so important to me because it's lasted so long for 15 years, I believe now. And I guess the main reason that uh, this friendship is important to me is that it's lasted and there's trust involved.
All right. And how often do you meet with this friend?
Believe it or not, we don't meet each other that often. I guess we see each other every 2 or 3 years where,
Thank you.
uh, yeah.
All right. We've been talking about a friend you made during your studies or at work. And now I'm going to ask you one or two more general questions related to this. Let's talk about friendship and social connections. Do you think making friends is easier now than it was in the past?
Um, it would actually depend. In the past, you had to actually leave the house and go out there to meet people to see if you like them or not, to see if you could become friends with them. Now you don't have to. You can just meet people online and decide if your personalities match and if you're compatible. Uh, but from another perspective, you could say that right now it's become harder because people have too many choices when it comes to friendships or relationships, and they somehow choose harder than the past. They're less easygoing, you could say, compared to the past.
All right. And what role does technology play in helping people maintain friendships?
Um, I guess as well, this is my experience. As you get older, you find yourself getting busier and busier and having less and less time for friends. So I guess technology can play a big role in staying in touch with friends, maybe on social media, texting them if there's a special occasion like a birthday, and if you don't have the time to go and meet them in person, you can just text them on their birthday, for example. But also, if your friend, just like my friend, lives too far away from you, there's the nice option of video calls on Skype or on other platforms. And you get to see them if you miss them every once in a while, even though they live too far away from you.
Okay. And do you think we should trust friendships that are made online?
Um, I see no reason as uh, to the opposite. I mean, why shouldn't we trust people we meet online? They are still the same people we would meet in real life, and there's no reason to think that because we meet someone online, they are less trustworthy. Of course, yes, there are people out there on the internet who catfish you or claim to be someone they're not, but I don't think that's the majority of the people online. These days, everybody is online, almost everybody, and I see no reason there shouldn't be any trust when you meet someone online.
Okay, now let's move on and talk about cultural differences in friendship. Are there any differences in how friendships are perceived in your culture compared to other cultures?
I believe so, yes. In some cultures like mine, I guess it's very natural for you to make too many jokes with a friend and be sure that it wouldn't hurt their feelings. But in some other cultures, you may have to tiptoe around some areas if you want to joke, and you have to make sure that you're not offending anybody. And also with what's okay and what's not okay when it comes to different things like paying for a meal or being late to a meeting with a friend. That could also be different from culture to culture. Also, there are some do's and don'ts when it comes to maybe um, special occasions like birthdays or wedding ceremonies. Some friends in some cultures may expect you to do things that you would not perceive as natural or as
All right.
okay in your culture.
Thank you very much. This is the end of the speaking test.